The fiddle leaf fig is a popular indoor tree featuring very large, heavily veined, and glossy violin-shaped leaves that grow upright on a sleek trunk. A fiddle leaf fig is perfect as a focal point of a room if you can situate it in a floor-standing container where the plant is allowed to grow to at least 6 feet tall. The fiddle leaf fig hails from the jungle, so a bright bathroom would be an ideal indoor location. A living room will also work if you protect the tree from drafts and give it enough bright filtered light and humidity. Each leaf has a deeply lobed shape with between 3 and 5 lobes per leaf. The citrus plants are small trees or large shrubs, reaching 5 to 15 meters tall, with spiny shoots and alternately arranged evergreen leaves with an entire margin. The flowers are solitary or in small corymbs, a branched cluster of flowers with lower flowers having longer stems. A single citrus plant can have as many as 60,000 flowers, but only 1% of those flowers will turn into fruit. Citrus fruits that are grown in tropical climates without a proper winter will stay green on the outside. Indoor lemon trees grow best with nightly temperatures near 65 degrees Fahrenheit, which suits most homes fine. Ficus benjamina, commonly called weeping fig, is native from India to northern Australia. It is a broadleaf evergreen tree that grows to 50 foot tall. It is widely grown in the tropics as an ornamental tree or hedge. Ficus benjamina, or as it's more commonly known, the weeping fig, is a common indoor houseplant which comes in multiple different looks and styles. It can be grown as a tall indoor tree with leafless braided trunks, or a tall bushy indoor plant, or even as a short pot plant. The rubber plant, Ficus elastica, is a popular ornamental plant from the Ficus genus. In its natural habitat it grows over 30 meters tall, however, the varieties grown indoors are a much more manageable height. It has softwood, high, branching limbs, and a large area of bark. The milky liquid, latex, that oozes from any wound to the tree bark contains about 30% rubber, which can be coagulated and processed into solid products, such as tires. The rubber plant, or Ficus elastica, is one of the most popular indoor plants. It's also really easy to grow. Find out how to make yours thrive. The easily grown banana tree is ideal for planters near the pool, located around garden ponds, or clustered together for an exotic effect. The unusual reddish-purple flowers are followed by clusters of upwardly pointing green fruit, maturing to a beautiful yellow. It is one of the most well-known fruits in the world, as well as being delicious and nutritious. Some varieties can be grown easily and effectively as houseplants. With enough light and water, an indoor banana tree makes an excellent houseplant. Keep in mind that while some banana tree varieties produce edible fruit, others do not, like that of musabaju. The musabaju plant produces smaller leaves when inside than when grown outside in the full sunlight. Araucaria heterophylla is a species of conifer. As its vernacular name Norfolk Island pine, or Norfolk pine, implies, the tree is endemic to Norfolk Island, an external territory of Australia located in the Pacific Ocean between New Zealand and New Caledonia. As an indoor plant, it is a small evergreen with saber-like leaves that turn inward in an overlapping herringbone pattern on tiered branches. Indoors, it prefers a bright, cool room, 55 to 65 degrees Fahrenheit, and will reach heights of 9 feet. Use fertile, porous, sandy, peaty, slightly acidic, well-drained potting soil. Due to its sensitivity to the temperature, it is recommended to plant them in covered areas or indoor. Scheffleras are grown for the attractive patterns formed by their leaves, and for their tall and shrubby form. The leaves are composed of oval leaflets arranged in an umbrella spoke pattern. Young plants have small leaves with only 3 to 5 leaflets. Schefflera will adapt to almost any indoor growing conditions, but they prefer medium light, moderate humidity, and temperatures between 60 and 75 degrees Fahrenheit. They make fine office plants under artificial light, but growth will slow down significantly if stuck in a dark corner. Indoors, the best place for your Schefflera is in a spot where it gets plenty of bright indirect light. Avoid too much direct sunlight. Yucca is a genus of evergreen shrubs and trees characterized by their architectural growth habit, rosettes of sword-shaped fleshy leaves and panicles of usually white flowers. They originate from the Americas and West Indies, where they grow in deserts, sand dunes, and plains. Most species of yucca are stemless, with a rosette of stiff sword-shaped leaves at the base and clusters of waxy white flowers. Yucca plants are striking and low maintenance, a perfect combo for ideal houseplants. We're talking about years of easy greenery, slow-growing, drought-tolerant, pest-resistant. And because they're crazy easy to propagate, you can share the love with your friends. The jade is grown indoors and borrows itself from the bonsai in the way it grows like a miniature tree, with a trunk and branches. It is also a succulent that will retain water well within the leaves, just like the cactus plant. Indoors, Crassula ovata prefers a brightly lit position, preferably a south-facing or west-facing aspect, but it will grow in darker conditions. It can be moved outside to a warm, sunny patio in summer, but make sure you bring it back indoors before the weather turns cold in early autumn. Jade plants need bright light, but should not be exposed to a lot of direct sun. Jade plant is a popular good luck charm in Asia thought to activate financial energies. Jade presence in the house or office is considered auspicious. Pachira aquatica is a commonly found houseplant called a money tree. The plant is also known as Malabar chestnut or Saba nut. Money tree plants often have their slender trunks braided together, and are a low-maintenance option for artificially lit areas. It loves moist soil, hence, the kill-proof factor. It also does well in indirect light, so growing it indoors is no problem, just position it in a fairly sunny spot. The Pachira is an evergreen broadleaf tree with hand-shaped compound leaves consisting of up to 9 leaflets. In their natural habitat, the trees can grow up to 20 meters, 65 feet, tall. The lady palm, Rapis excelsa, is a small palm species that grows in dense clumps of slender upright green stems. On the stems are fan-shaped, glossy green fronds that each have between 5 and 8 narrow, lance-shaped segments. The lady palm, Rapis excelsa, is a small fan palm that can perform well indoors due to its tolerance of the lower light intensity, lower humidity and colder temperatures that are typical of a home's growing conditions. It grows from multiple stems, each topped with upright fronds. A Rapis palm grows best in bright indirect light. High light refers only to bright indirect light since direct sun often burns the leaves of indoor houseplants. Dracaena marginata is a popular indoor plant with long, slender green leaves edged with red. These plants are great for beginners because they're drought tolerant and not at all fussy about their light conditions. It's the perfect combination of beauty and hardiness that makes a great houseplant. Dracaena marginata is a low-maintenance plant that can last for years. It prefers a bright or lightly shaded spot but will also tolerate lower light levels. It likes moist compost but is tolerant of erratic watering. An elegant plant, easy to look after, with excellent air purifying qualities. They are undemanding in terms of light, water, temperature, humidity and feed, making them perfect for those of us that like low-maintenance roommates. Chamaedorea elegans has bright green leaves on slender, arching stems. The Chamaedorea does like light, but not direct sunlight. A spot in the semi-shade is therefore the best solution. Place the plant in front of a window on the north. When the plant starts to have yellow leaves, this means that the plant gets too much light and you need to provide more shade. Bringing the tropics indoors has never been easier than with the addition of a parlor palm, Chamaedorea elegans. Majesty palm, Ravinia regularis, is a tropical tree native to Madagascar, where it can grow nearly 100 feet tall in its natural habitat. But it is increasingly rare in the wild and is now grown mostly as an indoor tree, where confining its roots keeps the plants to about 10 feet tall. Bearing long green, regal fronds, this plant is perfect for gracing any indoor space. A common houseplant, Majesty palm grows slowly, becoming larger and more elegant with time and care.